Vitamin B3, or niacin, has long been associated with cholesterol management, especially in the era before statins dominated the prescription pad, but its influence on cardiovascular health extends well beyond just tweaking lipid panels. While it's true that niacin can increase HDL, the so-called good cholesterol, and lower triglycerides, this humble B vitamin is also working behind the scenes at the cellular and vascular level, quietly supporting your arteries, dampening inflammation, and protecting the heart in ways that often go unnoticed. Let's start with the cholesterol story. Niacin is one of the few nutrients known to raise HDL cholesterol levels significantly, sometimes by as much as 15% to 35%. HDL plays a crucial role in reverse cholesterol transport, a process in which excess cholesterol is removed from the bloodstream and tissues, including arterial plaques, and returned to the liver for disposal. In other words, more HDL generally means better long-term cardiovascular protection. Niacin also lowers triglycerides by up to 20% to 50% in higher doses and modestly reduces LDL, bad cholesterol, though these effects can vary depending on the individual and the dose used. This lipid-modifying profile made niacin a frontline treatment for atherosclerosis before more targeted drugs arrived. But what's often overlooked is how niacin affects the arteries themselves, not just the numbers on a blood test. One of niacin's cellular superpowers is its role in reducing inflammation. Chronic, low-grade inflammation is now recognized as a major driver of atherosclerosis, the slow buildup of plaques that narrows arteries and sets the stage for heart attacks and strokes. Niacin helps calm this process by influencing immune cell behavior, lowering levels of pro-inflammatory cytokines, and increasing the production of adiponectin, an anti-inflammatory hormone that also improves insulin sensitivity. It doesn't stop there. Niacin supports the endothelial lining of the arteries, the thin layer of cells that regulates vascular tone, blood clotting, and immune signaling. A healthy endothelium is flexible and responsive, able to dilate blood vessels when needed to reduce pressure and improve circulation. When this lining is inflamed or damaged, as in hypertension or diabetes, the risk of heart disease skyrockets. Niacin, by promoting nitric oxide availability and reducing oxidative stress, helps maintain endothelial function and prevents it from becoming stiff, leaky, or inflamed. Another overlooked aspect of niacin's cardiovascular benefits is its effect on lipoprotein A, or Lp(a), a genetically influenced form of LDL that's particularly atherogenic. Very few treatments reduce Lp(a) effectively, but niacin is one of the rare exceptions, sometimes lowering it by up to 30%. For people with a family history of early heart disease or genetically elevated Lp(a), this can be a game changer. On a more granular level, niacin contributes to cardiovascular protection through its support of NAD production, crucial for cellular energy and repair. Heart tissue is metabolically active and constantly in need of energy to keep beating. Niacin-derived NAD fuels mitochondrial function in heart cells, supporting contractility, resilience under stress, and repair after injury. When NAD levels drop, as they often do with age or chronic illness, cardiac function can suffer. By maintaining a steady supply of niacin, you give your heart cells the tools they need to keep pumping efficiently. Now, it's worth noting that while high-dose niacin supplements were once a common strategy for treating dyslipidemia, large clinical trials in recent years have cast doubt on their ability to reduce heart attack and stroke risk when added to statin therapy. However, this doesn't mean niacin has no value. It means that in the context of already well-managed cholesterol with statins, the additional benefit may be marginal. But for individuals who can't tolerate statins, or for those with specific lipid abnormalities like low HDL or high triglycerides, niacin still plays a useful role. Plus, when obtained from food, niacin poses no risk of the flushing, liver stress, or glucose intolerance sometimes seen with high-dose supplements. Niacin-rich whole foods, like turkey, chicken, tuna, salmon, peanuts, mushrooms, and fortified grains, support cardiovascular health naturally and gently, in ways that go beyond just the cholesterol profile. In sum, niacin is more than just an old-school cholesterol fixer. It's a vascular ally, a metabolic booster, and a cellular repairman all in one. It helps clean up cholesterol traffic, soothes arterial inflammation, supports the heart's energy needs, and keeps blood vessels smooth and responsive. While it might not always get top billing in modern cardiology, Niacin remains a key player in the lifelong effort to keep your cardiovascular system not just alive, but thriving.